All right, let's test Kubernetes native sidecar containers. I am not going to go through any of the theory part. Let's get into the practical. I am assuming that you have a fair bit of understanding of native sidecar containers in Kubernetes. If not, I think you can still go to my friend's Twitter page, Ivan, and he has this lab. And so we are going to run this on his lab, and he has all the theory part up and running, and you can look into that before you can watch it. So what I have right here is a set of scripts which will help me demonstrate. I want to keep things faster, so this will help me with that. So I can also quickly show you what's there in each of the scripts. So in the first script is basically I'm applying the test.yaml. I will show you what test.yaml has, and then once that is applied, I am just getting the pods from the test namespace, all the pods that are launched in test namespace, and then I'm looking at all the events that are coming from the test namespace, and I just want to clean things up. If I have a delete script that will clean the pod so that I can rerun, make new changes to the test.yaml and then run it around. And finally I have one more script that will basically connect to my real container and then try to get the host name. So basically connectivity check. So that said, I have my test.yaml, which is my example pod configuration. It has a default restart policy for all the containers on failure. But here is the thing. So to make your container sidecar container, all you have to do is just include this restart policy as always. Right now, because I have commented it, it's basically a normal init container. It would run, and then once it is finished, the main container will start and run. So I'm intentionally stopping it so that I can demonstrate that RC container one is not working as expected. Right. So let me just run the one.sh script that will basically launch the pod. I'm looking at this pod right now because it's not getting initialized because my init container is not in a good state. Right, I can just look at the events and see what is happening. Right, I've just launched my sidecar container, and then the sidecar containers are failing because we are intentionally terminating those. Right, we are intentionally terminating this. So the moment it says exit one status, it is not successfully getting completed. Therefore, RC1 cannot come up, so we cannot connect to the server. So if I can test the connectivity check, it will not work because I don't have the RC1 container up and running. Right, so let me just clear this out. I don't want to do this now, so let me just clear this setup. I'm deleting the pod now, right, and I'm going to make changes to my test.yaml, and I'm going to uncomment this line. Now this is making this container or sc1 container as init container. Now this will not now starting my RC1 container, which is my main container, will not have any dependency on my init container. So basically, if my sidecar is starting and then it's getting terminated, it does not really depend on the start process. So it will allow the container to the main container to run on its own. Right, so I'm just launching my pod again, and then I'm looking at my pods. As you can see, my pod main container is running, and the other container may not be getting into issues, but still my main container is running. Now how do I know that the main container is running? Here is how I know it, because my events clearly say that my main container is up and running, it's working well, whereas my sidecar container is failing. But because we have restart policy set to yeah, restart policy is set to always, it restarts, right? So the thing that we would want to test here is the connectivity check to the main container. So what am I doing here? I'm just trying to my example pod. I'm connecting to my RC1 container in the namespace test, and then I'm just trying to get the host name. So we can also do this. So I can also just copy this, paste this here, and instead of host name, maybe we can say something else. What else? Maybe I can get the IP address of the container, right? So I have this is the IP address of the container. So 10.42.0.7 is the IP address of the container. Yeah, 10.42.0.7 is the IP address of the container. So it's up and running. If you have a service that is up and running, it will work. So that's how Sidecar container works. Basically, it's a very basic introduction. I'll run through many other test cases. I'll try to find something really interesting use case. By the way, you can just check this link by my friend Ivan. It is amazing. It has a lot of useful content. So you can also test the Sidecar containers by yourself. That's it for today. Have a wonderful day.